One of the most insidious dangers of excessive kindness is the breeding of unrealistic expectations, both in yourself and in others. When you consistently go out of your way to be kind, you may inadvertently set a precedent that is difficult to maintain. This can lead to a cycle where the bar is continually raised, making it harder to meet these ever-growing expectations. When you make a habit of going above and beyond, you risk creating a distorted reality where people, including yourself, come to expect this level of sacrifice as the norm. This can be particularly damaging in personal relationships, where the expectation of constant giving can lead to an imbalance. Over time, this imbalance can erode the foundation of the relationship, making it fragile and prone to collapse. This can lead to a cascade of disappointments and resentment. When the giver feels unappreciated or taken for granted, it can create a sense of bitterness. The receiver, on the other hand, may feel entitled to this level of kindness, leading to unrealistic demands and further strain on the relationship. When hopes are not grounded in reality, built on constant, unsustainable giving, they become a house of cards ready to topple at the slightest breeze. This metaphor illustrates the fragility of relationships built on one-sided generosity. Just as a house of cards can collapse with a single misstep, so too can a relationship crumble under the weight of unrealistic expectations. This is about understanding the nature of reciprocity, the delicate dance between giving and receiving that underpins any healthy relationship. Reciprocity ensures that both parties feel valued and appreciated, creating a sense of mutual respect and understanding. Without this balance, the relationship can become lopsided and unsustainable. When you are the one constantly giving, you upset this balance. The emotional and physical toll of always being the giver can lead to burnout and resentment. It's essential to recognize your own limits and ensure that your kindness does not come at the expense of your well-being. You create a dynamic where the other person becomes accustomed to receiving without giving in return. This can lead to a sense of entitlement in the receiver, who may come to expect this level of generosity as a given rather than a gift. This fosters a sense of entitlement in them and, over time, resentment in you. The giver may feel unappreciated and taken advantage of, while the receiver may feel justified in their expectations. This dynamic can create a toxic environment where neither party feels truly satisfied or valued. Offer kindness where it is deserved, where it is reciprocated, and where it does not come at the expense of your own well-being. Setting boundaries is crucial in maintaining healthy relationships. By ensuring that your kindness is met with appreciation and reciprocity, you can foster a more balanced and fulfilling dynamic. True kindness is about fostering mutually beneficial relationships. It's about creating a space where both parties feel valued and respected, and where generosity is met with gratitude. By understanding the importance of balance and reciprocity, you can ensure that your kindness leads to stronger, more resilient relationships. Another danger of unchecked kindness lies in the potential for creating dependency. When you consistently step in to solve others' problems, you risk fostering a sense of learned helplessness. People become so accustomed to your aid that they lose the motivation to navigate their own challenges. True strength comes from overcoming adversity. When you shield others from the natural consequences of their actions, you inadvertently weaken them. You rob them of the opportunity to develop resilience and become self-sufficient individuals. The manner in which we offer help is critical. It should be done in a way that empowers, not enables. Imagine offering someone a fish versus teaching them how to fish. Discerning kindness is about offering a hand up, not a handout. One of the most insidious aspects of excessive kindness is its potential to erode your sense of self, to chip away at your own goals and aspirations. It can be a silent thief, gradually taking away the time and energy you need to pursue your own dreams. When you are constantly preoccupied with the needs of others, you risk losing sight of what truly matters to you. Your own ambitions can become buried under the weight of everyone else's expectations and demands. Setting boundaries is not selfish, it is essential for self-preservation. It is about creating a space where you can focus on your own growth and well-being without feeling guilty. It is about recognizing that you have your own needs, your own dreams, and that it is perfectly acceptable to prioritize them. Your dreams are valid and deserve your attention and effort. Think of it this way. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Just as a cup needs to be filled before it can serve others, you need to replenish your own energy and resources. If you are constantly depleting your own reserves, you will eventually have nothing left to give. This can lead to burnout, resentment, and a sense of unfulfillment. Setting boundaries is about creating healthy fences that allow for the free flow of love and support while still protecting your own well-being. These boundaries are not walls to keep people out, but rather gates that you control. Saying no to others sometimes means saying yes to yourself. It is an act of self-respect and self-love, acknowledging that your time and energy are valuable. You cannot truly care for others if you are not first caring for yourself. Self-care is not a luxury, but a necessity. By taking care of your own needs, you become better equipped to support and uplift those around you. In a world that often equates assertiveness with aggression, kindness can be misconstrued as weakness, as an invitation for exploitation. This perception of weakness can attract individuals who seek to capitalize on the generosity of others. These individuals may present themselves as helpless or needy, manipulating your empathy to serve their own ends. True strength lies not in submissiveness, but in the ability to set boundaries and assert your own needs. This does not mean becoming callous or uncaring, but rather developing a discerning eye. Excessive kindness without the grounding force of self-respect and assertiveness can leave you vulnerable to exploitation. Be kind, but also be strong and discerning. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to attract a constant stream of individuals who only seem to appear when they need something? It's as if they have a magnet that draws in those seeking assistance or favors. This is not a coincidence. It's a pattern that emerges from the way we present ourselves to the world. When we cultivate a persona of excessive kindness, always ready to lend a hand or offer support, we inadvertently send out a beacon to those who are looking to take advantage. This beacon signals that we are open to giving, often without expecting anything in return. It is essential to recognize and understand this dynamic. There is a certain type of individual who is drawn to those they perceive as easy targets. These individuals are often skilled at identifying and exploiting the empathy and generosity of others. They know how to manipulate emotions and create situations where their needs take precedence. The key to avoiding these pitfalls lies in developing a discerning eye. This means being aware of the intentions of those around us and recognizing when our kindness is being taken for granted. This is not about becoming cynical or distrustful of everyone we meet, but about cultivating a healthy sense of skepticism. It's about balancing our natural inclination to help with a realistic understanding of human nature. Your kindness is a precious commodity, a valuable resource that should be cherished and protected. It is not something to be squandered on those who would seek to exploit it for their own gain. Instead, it should be reserved for those who truly appreciate and reciprocate it. Reserve it for those who have earned it through their actions and who value you for who you are, not just for what you can provide. By doing so, you ensure that your kindness enriches your life and the lives of those who genuinely deserve it, fostering relationships built on mutual respect and appreciation. Human relationships thrive on a delicate balance of reciprocity. When we become fixated on being the perpetual giver, we disrupt this delicate equilibrium. This imbalance can lead to a sense of resentment, a feeling that our kindness is not truly valued, but rather expected. It can also attract individuals who are content to be on the receiving end without offering anything in return. This is not to say that every act of kindness must be met with an equal and opposite act of kindness. However, it is essential to be mindful of the overall dynamic of your relationships. Are you consistently the one who gives more, who invests more, who makes more of an effort? If so, it may be time to reevaluate the terms of engagement. True kindness is not about martyrdom. It is about creating mutually beneficial relationships where there is a healthy exchange of give and take. Excessive kindness can sometimes serve as a form of escape, a way of avoiding uncomfortable emotions or unresolved issues within ourselves. When we focus all of our energy on the needs of others, we can effectively numb ourselves to our own pain and insecurities. This may provide temporary relief, a sense of purpose and meaning in the act of giving. However, it is ultimately a band-aid solution, a way of masking deeper wounds that require attention. Over time, this pattern of behavior can lead to emotional exhaustion and a sense of emptiness. True self-care is essential for our emotional and mental well-being. It is about taking the time to address our own needs and cultivate a sense of inner peace. You cannot draw water from a dry well. Replenish your own reserves to avoid burnout. One of the most paradoxical consequences of excessive kindness is its potential to breed suspicion and mistrust in others. When we consistently go above and beyond, it can inadvertently raise red flags in the minds of those around us. This suspicion often stems from a place of unfamiliarity. In a world where self-serving behavior is often the norm, genuine altruism can be mistaken for a hidden agenda. This is not to suggest that we should abandon kindness altogether for fear of being misunderstood. However, it is crucial to be mindful of how our actions are perceived. Our kindness may be met with suspicion by those who are unfamiliar with genuine generosity. Remain true to ourselves, act from a place of authenticity and integrity, even in the face of skepticism. We've reached the end of this journey, and I sincerely hope these tips will be of great use to you. True kindness is not about being a doormat, but about being a powerful force for good in the world. It requires discernment, strength, and a deep understanding of yourself and others. If this video has helped you, give it a thumbs up so that more people can discover the powers of Stoic wisdom. Subscribe for a daily dose of Stoic wisdom and growth.